The City of Joburg's Aresebetseng is targeting just over 17,000 potholes around the city. The practice of filling potholes was initially intended as a short-term measure, but the city may also have to undergo a mindset shift with a view at looking at them in a more sustainable measures. Well, to give us insight in terms of how exactly they're going to be meeting their goals, Joburg MMC for Transport, Funzi Ngobeni. Mr. Ngobeni, good evening to you. Thanks for your time. Look, I mean, I suppose, you know, it's one thing to fill potholes, but the big issue here is really about the state and the quality of our roads. So somewhat concerning that the filling of potholes is now seen as a long-term project.
Yeah, good afternoon, Kathy, and to your viewers. Yeah, I mean, that's a mindset shift that we are referring to. That, I mean, in the past, you could just, fill potholes and move on, and the roads will still, remain as they are, or at least that time, the quality of the roads was still intact. But now we are dealing with our roads which have reached, the end of their lifespan. And just filling a pothole is not enough. I think what is required now it's for us to now focus on resurfacing of these roads and the reconstructions of some of these roads, and the regular maintenance and repairs of these roads needs to be our priority. That's what we have picked up. Since we came in to the department, we started with Aresebetseng, where we took almost like 90% of our workforce and our resources to one region in an effort to try and claw back on the backlog that was as a result of 2 years of JRA not working on the ground and JRA being dysfunctional as well, even at the management and board level. So, but we are seeing that, even the effort that we are putting, it's not enough. And that's why we're saying a mindset shift needs to come in. But that's not going to come without a cost. It will require the city to make substantial budget towards the road infrastructure.
Mr. Ngobeni, I'm just thinking about it, and I don't know if it's particularly a mindset shift, but if we have officials that are truly interested in the state of our roads and what it needs to maintain them holistically, then we won't have to have a conversation around, mind shift of filling potholes or fixing roads, because that's really part and parcel of the job.
No, it is, and it's exactly what we are trying to foster in here. I mean, the first thing that we did when we came in was to make sure that we stabilize the entity. I mean, an entity, rots from the top, just like any other entity. And if you're at the board level, you don't have stability. You don't have stability at the executive level, then you are in for a problem. So that's what we found as part of what we have inherited, but we are fixing it. We now have a new board. We now have, we're going to appoint a new CEO in the next few weeks. We are filling all the vacant positions at senior level. And again, you need to also look down at even at a general worker level. We know that the City of Johannesburg is a labor-intensive city. We've got labor unions, and we need to make sure that we stabilize there as well. That is why part of the budget that was tabled today includes refurbishment of our depots. That's where our general workers need to go and refresh before they go home.
Right.
But the state of those depots are in a bad state. So that's why we need to make sure that we take care of our general workers as well.
Well, one certainly hopes that all of this will translate into better upkeep of the roads, particularly in the city of Johannesburg.